Right guys, so full day of eating is back into play. I know, super fucking, whew, I'm really pushing the boat of creativity ideas here, but let's be real, I always find them interesting, fun to watch. So today's gonna be an interesting one. Not only do we have a training day, obviously we've got cardio to be included within that, but we're also heading out for dinner tonight, meaning the exact calories and protein and stuff of this nature, I'm not going to know. However, I'm going to show you how I would approach this so I can still be in a deficit, still lose body fat, and still enjoy myself. Because at the end of the day, fat loss is not something that's derivative, or food, I should actually be saying, food does not equal enjoyment. So one of the things I want to make apparent and just jump in here, when I say food doesn't equal enjoyment, what I actually mean to say is that overeating food does not equal enjoyment, especially when we look at times of the year. For instance, we have lots of meals out at Christmas time, for instance, the summer holidays coming up. You know, it's one of the topics I'm discussing with my members is how to navigate this summer period because of the sheer amount of food that's going to be consumed and parties and things of this nature. Overeating does not mean you're having a good time. The act of overeating, the act of having a starter, a main, a dessert, that is not what encompasses enjoyment. That is not what encompasses making memories. Food is part of it because you're doing a social event, and food obviously does equal enjoyment. But the act of overeating itself does not mean you're having any more or less of a good time. It's the people you're with, it's the memories you're making, and it's generally being in the moment. Those are the important things, and that's the point I'm meaning to make when I'm talking about this specific point. And this is a perfect opportunity to actually showcase this in action. Now, I'm not going to film whilst I'm out because I'm out celebrating a friend's birthday, but obviously I'm going to show you the core components of what the rest of the day will look like for me. Now, as you can see at the moment, I am not eating. That's because every single morning I start my day off with a fasted walk. Is there any truth or magic toward it being fasted? There are some capabilities that probably make it a little bit more advantageous. Yes, but I'm not too fussed. Realistically, these are very small, minute details. The main reason I do this is because one, it's been my routine for 4.5 years now, and two, it sets me up perfectly for the day ahead. It allows me to get in a good mindset. It allows me to get active. It allows me to get outside, hit some sunlight, if it ever actually fucking appears in the UK. That's a whole different question. So it puts me in a prime position to then go on to have the best possible day. It sets me up proper, it gets me moving, gets me feeling great. And if something makes you feel good, then it's something that you should do, especially if it's from an activity point of view. So I'll be out now for about 45 minutes. I'll get myself about 5,000 steps in, and then I will have my first meal of the day. Now, what you will see from this meal, I'm probably gonna do Greek yogurt with 2 portions of fruit, but we like to keep protein high, 2 sources of fruit and veg, fats and carbohydrates relatively low. Reason for this is something that keeps me nice and full to see me through to my first meal, which will be my pre-workout. I will only be having 3 meals today outside of the dinner itself. And those meals themselves are going to be smaller today to accommodate for that meal later. These are my main goals. My main goal today is to hit my protein goal. I'm relatively going to keep fat low on a whole today as a one-off. Usually I would be hitting my fat goals with my eggs and things of this nature and salmon, but I'm going to take the reduction in calories today to accommodate for this. For one day, it being low, it's not an issue. Just consistently over time, that's obviously where hormonal issues can come into play. So I will meet you for meal 1. Yes, so back from the walk now. Meal number 1 is going down a little bit quieter because people are asleep still. We've got 500 grams of Greek yogurt, so tub of Greek yogurt. We've got 1 golden delicious apple and 1 kiwi all chopped up. So like I said before, super high volume, good in fiber, high in protein, just something to keep me full. And we've got a little bit of sweetener as well because plain Greek yogurt is questionable at the best of times. Never really looks the best, does it? Right. Gonna do this, start some admin. I got a client check-in. I need to film some content for today. So yeah, pretty exciting day ahead. I will catch you in a bit. You know, you've really proven to yourself that when shit is really fucking difficult, you can persevere, you can do that. You have shown that in every regard, in all matters of life, whether it be health and wellness, whether it be your education, whether it be work. You're showing up, mate, you're being the best version of yourself and you're continuing to improve. So Super fucking proud of you, mate.
Cool. As you can see, we're just about to get some filming done. Now we've got that check-in complete, we are going to do some content, and I am, of course, going to have a lovely Monster alongside this. Been in the freezer for an hour. It's ice cold. See, I could go on about like how the carbonation is like effective, or the caffeine is great for appetite suppression, but I drink this because I like it. And sometimes it's as simple as that. So if you want to start getting the most out of your training sessions week to week, then you need to start prioritizing nutrition around your workouts. Ideally, this is where the majority of your carbs are going to lie. So because I'm heading out today, I'm going to be having a little bit less than usual, but we're still going to have a good amount. So we're going to start with 50 grams of cream of rice. The reason I like cream of rice, one, I really enjoy the flavor and the texture of it. It's super easy digesting. It sits great for me. Now, whilst that cooks, I'm going to get some fruit to go alongside this. Now I'm going to pair this with 100 grams of blueberry. What is really important to remember pre-workout is to pair both a sugar source of carbohydrates and a starch. Now the reason for this is because you actually see an increase in absorption as a result, meaning you get a greater benefit out of the carbohydrates and more energy for your session ahead. Now finally, alongside this, we are going to want a source of protein. The main thing of these meals is that I want obviously high in carbohydrates, moderate amount of protein, and super low in fat. So I'm going to be using a whey protein isolate to go alongside this. So about 50 grams will do for this portion. Alongside this meal as well, I will also be having my serving of creatine throughout the day. A lesser known benefit to creatine that most people don't know is that it's actually a glucose disposal agent, meaning it's going to allow us to utilize the carbohydrates we consume quicker with this meal, so we can get enhanced benefit from the carbs before the workout. So this is exactly how we kind of look to plan this type of pre-workout meal out, and this is what I'm doing during my deficit phase at the moment. Obviously, you kind of get bonus points if you get something good to watch alongside it, which is probably why you should be subscribing or dropping me a follow, whatever you're watching this on. It's such a guilty pleasure, that meal. I know why I enjoy it so much.
Yes, people, we are back from the gym now. Post-workout time. Today's session went really well, and I've not got long, about 3 hours give or take, till we actually eat out. So I have not got much on the table in terms of food now, just because realistically I don't want a ton of food. If I'm heading out, I want to kind of enjoy what I'm having. So we've got nothing but a bistro? Yeah, bistro salad and 180 grams of pre-cooked chicken with a little bit of Nando sauce. It's nothing mind-blowing. It does the job, but post-workout, I just need protein more than anything else. And obviously veggies, great for the volume, great for the nutrients. And lemon and herb Nando sauce, the goat. So yeah, I'm gonna sit back, scran this, relax a little bit, get my final bit of work done for the day, and then head out and enjoy myself. So it has been a few days since I headed out, and well, we woke up the next day, we were heavier. The 2 days prior, I was 84.3 kilos, and I woke up 85 kilos instead. So a little bit of a difference. Today, waking up, I reverted back to normal. So when I went out, I had myself a little bit of tomato garlic bread, I guess you could call it. I had 2 slices of that. The rest of my party shared the other remaining 8 pieces. So I had 2 of the 10. For my main, I had 1 and a bit chicken breast and a lovely tomato sauce with a side of vegetable ragu. So what I'd done in this instance is I'd picked 2 things that I wanted. I picked a main and I picked pretty much half and half a side and half of a starter. As well as going for a protein option and having plenty of vegetables, this enabled me to pick what I wanted, not have to worry about tracking the food, and at the same time being present in the moment, enjoying myself, separating myself from dieting, and being able to celebrate not only my friend's birthday, but a huge achievement that I had just found out hours prior, which I will be revealing at some point, but it's nothing that you need to know for now. Now, this is a topic I'm going to be going into more detail for my members seminar on Thursday, I believe it is, top of my head. It's already happened by the time you're watching this, and I'm going to leave an exclusive. If you're watching this in the first 24 hours, first 48 hours, nope, first 72 hours of this video going live, message me on Instagram with the word pick2, and I will send you over that recording on how we should best navigate summer if you want to not only lose weight, but keep it off forever and make memories at the same time. And as I said, the next day I reverted back to normal, went straight back to my deficit. Today I have a equal low. 84 kilos, which I'm hoping by the end of this weekend, we're gonna be in the lower end of 83 kilos as well. Here's the thing, for the weekend ahead, I have another meal out and I'm meeting up for a client. After we have our workout, we're gonna go have some food as well. Just because you're heading out, just because you have meals planned, just because it's summer and things have, activities have really heightened up and ramped up, doesn't mean you can't make progress, doesn't mean you can't put your health as a priority in your life. You don't have to put everything on hold. You can achieve both, you can do both, and I'm showing to you exactly how you can do it. Hopefully you got a bit of an insight today as to how you can best navigate the summer period for yourself. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. If not even better, you've got specific questions, head over to my Instagram at @coachbykeevil. I'll leave the @ on the screen here. It's the exact same as the YouTube, and go put blah, 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 blah. Drop me a message there. And I'm more than happy to help. But yeah, I will leave things at that. Sub to the channel if you want to see more. I am not sure what the next video will be, but I will be on something good. I may go into this topic in a little bit more detail. If you think that's going to be of interest, then obviously leave a comment.